There are only three powerful indicators that can give you a surprisingly accurate picture of how long and how well you're likely to live. And the most important part is you don't need a hospital visit to check them. You can assess all three right at home. After spending more than 30 years working closely with older adults, observing patterns, outcomes, and daily struggles, one truth has become very clear. Longevity is not random. It consistently comes down to three core biomarkers that quietly determine your future: your brain, your heart, and your legs. Your brain is the command center of your entire body. It doesn't just store memories or help you think clearly. It controls your balance, your reaction time, your awareness, and your ability to make safe decisions in everyday life. When cognitive function begins to decline, it's not just forgetfulness that becomes an issue. People start misjudging risks, losing coordination, and becoming more vulnerable to falls and injuries. Even simple tasks like walking across a room or navigating stairs can become dangerous when the brain is not functioning at full capacity. Then comes your heart, the engine that keeps everything running. It continuously pumps oxygen and nutrients to every single cell in your body, fueling your muscles, supporting your organs, and helping your body repair itself. When your heart is strong, your body has the energy it needs to stay active and resilient. But when it weakens, everything else begins to suffer. Muscles lose strength, wounds take longer to heal, and persistent fatigue starts to limit your independence. Over time, this decline can quietly reduce your ability to live life on your own terms. And finally, your legs, often overlooked, yet one of the most powerful predictors of survival. Your leg strength reflects your overall physical health more than most people realize. Strong legs mean you can move freely, maintain balance, and stay active, all of which are directly linked to longer life expectancy. Weak legs, on the other hand, increase the risk of falls, reduce mobility, and often lead to a downward spiral of inactivity and dependence. In many cases, the strength of your legs is a direct reflection of how well your body is aging as a whole. When you look at these three together, your brain, your heart, and your legs, you're not just measuring health, you're measuring independence, resilience, and ultimately longevity. Leg strength determines whether you'll survive the next 5 years. Studies show that leg power predicts mortality more accurately than almost any other measure. Weak legs increase fall risk, and falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. A single fall triggers a devastating sequence: hip fracture, hospitalization, muscle loss from bed rest, loss of independence, and in 20 to 30% of cases, death within 1 year. Strong legs let you catch yourself when you stumble. They let you get up from a chair without help. They keep you independent, active, and alive. You don't need a doctor's appointment to check these three vital signs. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to monitor your brain, heart, and leg health from your living room, and what to do if something needs attention. Single leg balances have been marketed for decades as an exercise that helps seniors build strong legs and prevent falls. But they are not telling you the whole truth. Balance exercises alone do not build the muscle strength or bone density you need to prevent falls and fractures. Standing on one leg improves your stability and coordination, but it does not create the force required to strengthen your bones or build significant muscle mass. Your bones need stress to stay strong. They respond to weight-bearing activities that create impact and resistance. Standing still on one leg provides minimal stress to your skeletal system. Without adequate bone density, even a minor fall can result in a fracture. Your muscles need progressive overload to grow stronger. Balance exercises maintain the muscle you already have, but they do not challenge your muscles enough to trigger new growth. Weak leg muscles mean you cannot catch yourself during a fall, cannot rise from a chair easily, and cannot walk with confidence. Fall prevention requires three components working together: balance, strength, and bone density. Single leg balances address only one piece of this puzzle. You need resistance training to build muscle strength, weight-bearing exercises to maintain bone density, and balance work to improve stability. Relying only on balance exercises leaves you vulnerable. You may have good balance but lack the leg strength to recover from a stumble or the bone density to survive a fall without breaking a hip. If you have not subscribed yet, do so right away. Without further ado, let us get into it. Number 1, lateral movements. Lateral movements are side-to-side exercises that strengthen the muscles most people ignore during regular walking and standing. These movements target your hip abductors, adductors, and stabilizer muscles that control your ability to move sideways and catch yourself when you lose balance. Most falls happen when seniors step sideways or twist unexpectedly. Your body moves laterally dozens of times each day when you reach for items, step around obstacles, or shift your weight. If the muscles that control these movements are weak, you cannot recover when your balance shifts sideways. Lateral movements prepare your legs for real-world situations where falls actually occur. These exercises build functional strength that directly prevents falls. Strong hip muscles keep your pelvis stable when you walk, reducing your risk of stumbling. Lateral movements also improve your coordination between both legs, helping you transfer weight smoothly from one side to the other without wobbling. Beyond fall prevention, lateral movements provide significant health benefits for seniors. They strengthen the gluteus medius and minimus muscles that support your hips and lower back, reducing chronic pain in these areas. These exercises improve your gait pattern, making walking feel easier and more natural. They also increase hip mobility and flexibility, which decreases with age and contributes to stiffness and limited movement range. Research supports the effectiveness of lateral movements for senior health. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who performed lateral stepping exercises 3 times per week for 12 weeks showed significant improvements in balance, gait speed, and functional mobility compared to those who only did forward walking exercises. The lateral training group also demonstrated a 40% reduction in fall risk scores. Another study in the Clinical Interventions in Aging journal examined the impact of multidirectional stepping training on fall prevention in community-dwelling older adults. Researchers found that participants who included lateral movements in their exercise routine had stronger hip abductor muscles and better lateral stability. These improvements translated to fewer falls over a 6-month follow-up period compared to the control group. Start in a standing position with your feet hip-width apart. Keep your knees slightly bent and your core engaged. Step directly to the side with your right foot, keeping your toes pointing forward. Push off with your left foot and bring it to meet your right foot. Your weight should shift smoothly from one leg to the other without leaning your upper body excessively to either side. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders back throughout the movement. Do not let your knees cave inward when you step. Your knee should track over your toes in the same direction. Land on the heel of your stepping foot first, then roll through to your toes as you complete the step. Move slowly and with control. Speed is not the goal. Focus on maintaining balance and proper alignment with each step. Use a chair or wall for support if needed, gradually reducing support as you build strength and confidence. Begin with 5 lateral steps in each direction, completing 2 sets. Perform this routine 3 times per week on non-consecutive days to allow muscle recovery. As you build strength over 2 to 3 weeks, increase to 8 steps in each direction for 2 sets. After 4 to 6 weeks, progress to 10 steps in each direction for 3 sets. You can add resistance by wearing ankle weights or using a resistance band around your thighs once body weight movements feel easy. Start with light resistance and increase gradually. Combine lateral movements with other exercises in a balanced routine. Perform them after a brief warm-up of marching in place or gentle stretching. Follow lateral movements with forward and backward movements to train your legs in all directions. Allow at least 1 day of rest between lateral movement training sessions to prevent overuse injuries. Number 2, quick feet. Quick feet exercises train your body to react fast when you start to lose balance. These rapid, small stepping movements improve your neuromuscular coordination, which is the connection between your brain and muscles. When you trip or stumble, your body has less than half a second to respond and catch you. Quick feet exercises condition your nervous system to fire signals to your leg muscles instantly, giving you the reaction speed needed to prevent a fall. Most seniors lose their fast twitch muscle fibers as they age. These are the muscle fibers responsible for quick, explosive movements. Without regular training, these fibers atrophy faster than slow twitch fibers, leaving you unable to react quickly in dangerous situations. Quick feet exercises specifically target and preserve these fast twitch fibers, maintaining your ability to move rapidly when needed. These exercises build power in your legs, not just strength. Power is strength multiplied by speed. You need power to stand up quickly from a chair, climb stairs without fatigue, or catch yourself mid-stall. Quick feet drills create the explosive leg power that strength training alone cannot provide. Beyond fall prevention, quick feet exercises offer multiple health benefits for seniors. They improve cardiovascular fitness without the joint stress of running or jogging. The rapid movements increase your heart rate and circulation, strengthening your heart and improving blood flow to your muscles. These exercises also enhance mental sharpness and cognitive function because they require focus, coordination, and quick decision. Your brain builds new neural pathways as it learns to control rapid foot movements. Research demonstrates the importance of quick movements for senior health. A study in the Journal of Gerontology followed adults over 65 for 3 years and found that those with faster stepping response times had significantly lower fall rates. Participants who could execute quick stepping movements within 400 milliseconds had a 60% lower risk of falling compared to those with slower response times. The researchers concluded that reaction speed was a stronger predictor of fall risk than static balance alone. Another study published in Age and Aging examined the effects of rapid stepping training on fall prevention in older women. The intervention group performed quick feet exercises twice weekly for 6 months. Results showed improved stepping speed, better balance recovery, and enhanced leg power. The quick feet training group experienced 35% fewer falls than the control group who performed only traditional balance exercises. Researchers noted that the rapid movements created adaptations in both muscle fibers and nervous system response that translated directly to fall prevention. Start in a standing position with your feet hip-width apart and your knees slightly bent. Keep your weight on the balls of your feet, not your heels. This position allows you to move quickly. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and tap it down. Then immediately lift the other foot and tap it down. Continue alternating feet as quickly as you can control. Your step should be small and light, barely lifting your feet off the ground. Think of tapping rather than stepping. Keep your upper body stable and avoid bouncing up and down. Your movement should come from your ankles and feet, not your hips. Breathe normally and do not hold your breath during the exercise. Maintain good posture throughout the movement. Keep your core engaged, your chest lifted, and your shoulders relaxed. Look straight ahead, not down at your feet. If you need support, stand near a counter or sturdy chair where you can touch it lightly for balance, but try not to grip it tightly. Begin with 10 seconds of quick feet, then rest for 20 seconds. Complete 3 rounds of this interval. Perform this routine 3 times per week. The short bursts prevent fatigue while still training your fast twitch muscle fibers. As your endurance improves over 2 to 3 weeks, increase to 15 seconds of quick feet with 15 seconds of rest for 4 rounds. After 4 to 6 weeks, progress to 20 seconds of quick feet with 10 seconds of rest for 5 rounds. You can add variations once the basic movement feels comfortable. Try quick feet moving forward and backward in small steps or quick feet moving side to side. These variations challenge your coordination and prepare your body for multi-directional reactions. Perform quick feet exercises early in your workout when you are fresh and alert. These movements require focus and energy. Never push to complete exhaustion as fatigue increases injury risk and reduces the quality of your movement. Stop immediately if you feel dizzy or excessively out of breath. These exercises build the foundation for strong legs and fall prevention, but they only work if you address the daily habits that weaken your legs in the first place. Many seniors unknowingly sabotage their strength and balance through common lifestyle patterns that seem harmless but cause significant damage over time. Number one, sitting for prolonged periods. Sitting for long hours destroys leg strength faster than aging itself. When you sit, your leg muscles remain inactive and stop contracting. This inactivity signals your body that these muscles are unnecessary, triggering a process called muscle atrophy, where your body breaks down muscle tissue for energy. Your leg muscles begin to weaken within just 30 minutes of continuous sitting. Prolonged sitting also severely impacts your circulation. Blood flow to your legs slows dramatically when you sit, reducing the oxygen and nutrients delivered to your muscle tissue. Poor circulation causes muscle weakness, increases inflammation in your joints, and raises your risk of blood clots in your legs. Your veins rely on muscle contractions to push blood back up to your heart. Without movement, blood pools in your lower legs, causing swelling and further reducing muscle function. Sitting weakens the specific muscles you need most for fall prevention. Your glutes, quadriceps, and hip flexors all disengage when you sit. These are the exact muscles that catch you when you stumble, help you stand from a chair, and stabilize your body when you walk on uneven surfaces. Hours of sitting each day literally trains these muscles to shut off, leaving you vulnerable when you need them most. Your bones also suffer from prolonged sitting. Weight-bearing activity stimulates bone formation and maintains bone density. Sitting removes this stimulus. Your bones receive no mechanical stress to trigger strengthening over months and years. This lack of stress leads to decreased bone density, making fractures more likely if you do fall. Instead of sitting for long periods, break up your day with frequent movement. Stand up and walk for 2 to 3 minutes every 30 minutes. This simple habit maintains muscle activation and keeps blood flowing to your legs. Set a timer on your phone or watch to remind you to move. Even standing in place and shifting your weight from leg to leg provides benefit. Perform simple leg exercises while watching television or reading. Ankle circles, leg lifts, and seated marches keep your muscles engaged without requiring you to leave your chair. When talking on the phone, stand and walk around your home instead of sitting. Take the longest route to every destination in your house, adding extra steps throughout your day. Replace 1 hour of sitting each day with light activity. Garden, do household chores, or take a short walk outside. These activities provide the weight-bearing stimulus your legs and bones need. If mobility limitations prevent walking, perform chair-based exercises or standing activities at your kitchen counter. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked older adults for 5 years and measured their sitting time, physical activity levels, and fall rates. Researchers found that participants who sat for more than 8 hours per day had double the fall risk compared to those who sat less than 4 hours daily. The high-sitting group also showed significantly weaker leg strength and slower walking speeds. Most importantly, the study revealed that breaking up sitting time with short movement breaks reduced fall risk, even when total sitting time remained high. Participants who stood and moved for just 2 minutes every hour lowered their fall risk by 33% compared to those who sat continuously. I worked with a patient named Margaret, a 71-year-old retired librarian who came to me after her second fall in 6 months. Margaret spent most of her days reading, watching television, and working on crossword puzzles. She sat from morning until evening, only getting up for meals and bathroom breaks. She averaged 10 to 12 hours of sitting each day. When I assessed Margaret's leg strength, she could barely stand from a chair without using her arms to push herself up. Her balance was poor, and she shuffled when she walked because her hip flexors were too weak to lift her feet properly. She told me she felt unsteady on her feet and avoided going outside because she feared falling again. I explained to Margaret that her sitting habit was destroying her leg strength and increasing her fall risk more than her age. We created a simple plan. She set a timer to go off every 30 minutes. When it rang, she stood up and walked to her kitchen and back, then did 10 marching steps in place before sitting down again. This took less than 3 minutes but broke up her continuous sitting. Margaret also committed to standing during phone calls with her daughter and doing leg lifts during television commercials. She replaced 1 hour of afternoon television with a walk around her neighborhood. These changes added up to 4 to 5 hours less sitting each day and significantly more leg muscle activation. After 8 weeks, Margaret could stand from a chair without using her hands. Her walking speed improved and she no longer shuffled. She felt steadier on her feet and regained confidence to walk outside independently. After 6 months, her leg strength had increased by 40% based on standard assessment tests. She has not fallen since making these changes 2 years ago. Margaret still enjoys reading and crosswords, but she no longer sits for hours without movement. That simple shift saved her independence. Number 2, wearing shoes without back support. Shoes without back support force your toes to grip excessively to keep the footwear on your feet. This creates foot fatigue, weakens ankle stability, and trains an unnatural walking pattern. Your body cannot establish a stable base when your footwear is constantly slipping and sliding. Over time, this weakens the small stabilizing muscles in your feet and ankles that are critical for balance. Backless shoes like slippers, flip-flops, and slide-on sandals change how you walk. Your foot naturally rolls from heel to toe with each step. When you wear proper shoes, this rolling motion engages your calf muscles, strengthens your ankles, and maintains healthy joint mechanics. Without back support, you cannot complete this natural heel to toe roll. Instead, you shuffle or take shorter steps to prevent your shoes from falling off. This shuffling gait reduces the range of motion in your ankles and weakens the muscles that control your lower legs. The constant gripping action required to hold backless shoes on your feet also affects your balance. Your toes curl downward with every step, creating tension and fatigue in the small muscles of your feet. These muscles should be working to stabilize your body and adjust to different surfaces, not struggling to keep your shoes on. When these stabilizing muscles are exhausted from gripping, they cannot respond quickly when you encounter uneven ground or need to catch yourself from a stumble. Shoes without back support provide no ankle stability. Your ankle joint needs structure and support to prevent excessive rolling or twisting. Backless footwear allows your foot to slide around inside the shoe, giving your ankle no fixed reference point. This instability forces the ligaments and tendons around your ankle to work overtime to compensate for the lack of shoe support over months and years. Your shoes should flex in the right place, specifically at the ball of your foot, not through the middle of the arch. This detail might seem small, but it plays a major role in how your foot moves and absorbs impact. When a shoe bends where your foot naturally pushes off, it supports proper walking mechanics, improves balance, and reduces unnecessary strain on your joints. On the other hand, if the shoe folds through the arch, it disrupts your natural gait, forcing your feet to work harder and increasing the risk of discomfort, instability, and even injury over time. It's also important to understand that shoes don't have to look damaged to stop doing their job effectively. Over time, even high-quality footwear begins to break down from the inside. The heel counter, the firm structure that supports the back of your foot, can weaken and lose its shape. The sole gradually compresses with repeated use, reducing shock absorption. Cushioning materials that once protected your joints start to flatten and harden, offering far less support than they did when the shoes were new. All of these subtle changes reduce the stability your shoes provide, often without you noticing until problems begin. Because of this hidden wear and tear, replacing your walking shoes regularly is essential. As a general rule, you should consider getting a new pair every 6 to 12 months, depending on how frequently you use them. If you walk daily or spend long hours on your feet, you may need to replace them even sooner. Keeping track of how your shoes feel, not just how they look, can help you avoid unnecessary strain on your feet, knees, and lower back. Another commonly overlooked risk comes from what you wear or don't wear inside your home. Walking around in socks or barefoot may feel comfortable, but it can be surprisingly dangerous, especially if you have any balance concerns.